Welcome back to day 19 of 30 of my talking to the camera journey. And today, in this conversation with my camera and people watching, I'd like to just briefly reflect on the concept of staying small and refusing to take up your space in this world. And this was honestly prompted by a comment that I received the other day in relation to like YouTube videos, like thumbnails and the title expressing a little bit more of what I'm even talking about in the video before someone clicks on the video. And honestly, when I read it initially, I said to myself, but that's not the point behind this 30-day challenge. I set out to do this to get in the habit of creating videos, talking to the camera in a very comfortable way, and just speaking whatever is true on my heart in that moment. Then it caused me to pause and reflect on it and think about where that was really coming from. Like, was I really just only trying to go through the motions and put out quantity and get in the habit of creating so I could take on this identity as I have? Or was there some type of fear underneath the surface there? The fear of being found out, of being discovered, and being ridiculed or judged that I'm creating videos like this, speaking to the camera in this way, or trying to appear like an influencer or some social media guru, so on and so forth, whatever. And I sat with that for a second. I journaled about it and realized there's definitely has been an aspect of that deep down. For me to sit here and speak to the camera and say to myself, yeah, I'm just, going through the motion. If someone finds it, they find it, cool. My focus here, what is genuinely true, is I'm not having the intention of trying to blow up or amass a following of millions of people or whatnot. If something like that eventually happens, cool. It was ordained by God. But for me to sit here and say that I'm just trying to go through the motions and put stuff out without a slight care that my words reach somebody that it may help is extremely selfish of me. And to be frank, it's pretty lazy thinking as well. My fear of doing that is getting into this state of being so manufactured and forcing things out and it killing my sense of creativity. But that's not even that high lift of a thing to do in the first place in terms of how I could title things differently or even adding a description here and there. Like, it's not that much more just to help someone along. Because if they see day 19 of the 30 challenge and that's it, yeah, they might be drawn in based on that title, but what am I going to be talking about? It's something to really help out a potential viewer. And so I really appreciate that comment, truly, for even spurring me to think and reflect and realize where that source of fear was coming from, that sense of ridicule, 100%. And going back to the idea of being afraid to take up your space in this world, it comes back to that. The fear of having the light shone on me based on me putting myself out there like I am in these videos. When I really think about it, it's ridiculous because in the grand scheme of things, why would that even matter? Like, I've made the intentional choice to step into a new identity of a new life and a new way of finding purpose or fulfillment by speaking my truth and potentially helping others in that same vein. By me not doing that or shying away from it is absolutely selfish, and it's thinking in reverse. And I won't do that any longer is my commitment to myself and to anyone else who ends up watching. So that's what I wanted to talk on, just the concept of just shying away from the place you're being called to step into and remaining small because of it. You have no idea what life has in store for you on the other side of that fear. And do not be bound by the dogma and previous pains of your past life that you're now moving away from. So, this has been day 19 of 30, talking to the camera journey. I appreciate you listening in. Until tomorrow.